Back in the 70s, when YWAM began, and I had, by the grace of God, an opportunity to play a positive role. YWAM have just begun, and everything new is weird until it works. And so this idea that young people, will descend on a city, because they began with the Olympics. They will go here, they will go there. And I'm talking back in the late 60s, early 70s, when there was so much division in the church, and YWAM was basically rooted in the Pentecostal, mostly Assemblies of God movement. So I was organizing the crusade for my brother-in-law, Luis Palau. He and my wife, Ruth, are brother and sister, in Rosario, Argentina. And that was a pivotal crusade because Luis had agreed, when I was at the School of World Missions at Fuller, that we will do a different crusade. Rather than going just with proclamation as the driver, we will go with incorporation. So that, yes, he will do the proclamation, but I will prepare the churches to plant what at the moment we call silos, like in farms, That's where you store the seed, and once the seed is turned into a harvest, you store the harvest. And so I said, why don't we put the emphasis on incorporation, not just proclamation? Because it's very easy to blame it on the church. Well, they didn't do the follow-up. So I was working with that project. I was very blessed because Donald McGavran, who is the founder of the School of World Missions, Peter Wagner, a number of iconic figures today, they really loved what was known at the moment, the Rosario Plan, combining discipleship with mass evangelism. And I was doing that in Rosario, making good progress. And then we have the World Cup, the Soccer World Cup coming to Argentina. And John Dawson, who was a younger John Dawson, like there was a younger Ed Silvoso, they announced we are coming to Argentina and to Rosario. And there was so much pushback because it was unknown. There were some rumors of this and that. And the Lord really led me to go to bat for them. And I told the pastors, I don't know these guys intimately, but I know that this is of God. And a Nazarene church, and this is a role that Nazarene churches in Argentina always play, like a bridge, like an honest broker between the crunchy conservatives and the juicy charismatics. So this church agreed to house them. And because this pastor, Bruno Radiceski, is his name, he's in heaven today, he was very respected, then YWAM landed in Argentina. And anybody who read John Dawson's book, Taking Our City for God, they will notice that he makes reference to that event, that moment. Well, he doesn't make reference to me because we didn't know each other that well, but I counted an immense privilege to have been a Barnabas vouching for a Saul of Tarsus who is becoming Paul the Apostle. And so that's how it came. And out of that came a very deep relationship, with John Dodson, with Floyd McClure, with a number of gigantic figures, in Christendom today. And I consider YWAM my favorite missionary organization. I mean, I love all the others, okay? The more, the merrier. But YWAMers are entrepreneurial, 100%. I feel that my book, Ecclesia, will legitimize them in many ways. Lauren is already bringing the book up with their leadership. So I feel that this is one of those divine convergences, where people that have a passion for something much bigger than themselves, they find avenues and bridges to converge.